Welcome to Good News Week, and the big news? Start trembling, villains! The good people of Cincinnati can sleep easy because the city now has its own band of superheroes, led by a masked crime fighter known only as Shadow Hair. Shadow Hair, combining the super abilities of a shadow and a hair. His only weakness is car headlights. Shadow Hair, does whatever a shadow hair does. Ah, he hands out sandwiches. By day, he is Shadow Hair. By night, he is in bed by 9:30. Shadow Hair leads a group called the Allegiance of Heroes. They even have a slogan.
Allegiance assemble!
Yeah! But they don't just look stupid. Yeah, they're also ineffective. And like proper superheroes, they have weaknesses. Like not having any superpowers. Like Green Scorpion. Who's not actually green. Polar Man. Who shovels steps and walkways and entertains children. Take that, Snow. Ooh, and child boredom. And the Red Arrow. Who looks more like the blind chicken. Awesome. America's Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, has had to remove a children's colouring book from its website. See if you can guess why. What, too soon? Is it too soon for that? Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. One of the towers is burning, a plane heading towards the second. There's a giant spring monster stealing a roof. And an exasperated car. Most of the criticism of the book came from children who said the little figures jumping from the windows were too hard to colour in. And while the kids do the colouring, the CIA continues trying to connect the dots. There are some fun new nursery rhymes as well. Twin towers are falling down, falling down, falling down. Twin towers are falling down, Al-Qaeda. There's a hole in the towers, Osama, Osama, there's a hole in the towers, Osama Jihad. Happily, FEMA has learned its lesson and is now producing less controversial children's books. The first one is called The Three Little Pigs. We'll kill you! And that's the good news.
It's good news week. Someone from the wrong somewhere contaminating the atmosphere and blackening the sky. It's good news week. Someone found a way to give the rotting dead the will to live, go on and never die. It's good news week. It's good news week.
Yeah! Rock and roll! Love you, Paul!
Thank you, Cole. Thank you, good evening. Tonight, in our happy place, the top sort, Claire Hooper. From Network 10's Talking About Your Generation, the baby-faced brute, Josh Thomas. And one of the international stars of next month's Lumas Festival in Sydney, the world's only musical, comedy, surrealist improviser, Reggie Watts. And they're playing hardball with the miracle of modern science, Mikey Robbins. From Canada, the return of that sweet but deadly stand-up, DeAnne Smith. And Australia's only male supermodel, the statuesque Colin Lane. Top of the pile is what's the story. Let's get... No, wait a second. Reggie.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good.
Reggie, I gotta say, man, you are like the world's sexiest Care Bear.
I'm so happy.
Have you ever done a show like this before?
I have not.
Oh, right.
No.
Any reason for this?
I just couldn't get a visa. That's horrible.
Didn't know you needed a visa.
I know. And it's true, you don't.
Already playing with my small mind. It's a bit unsettling. Josh, your show doing extraordinarily well on 10?
Yes.
Yes?
In the introduction, you introduced me as baby-faced, and that it makes me a bit uncomfortable because I look a bit like a baby, but I also I look like a 50-year-old baby. Do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of
Benjamin Button sort of thing.
So, yeah. I also look like a messed-up version of Ellen DeGeneres.
DeAnne.
Yes.
Glorious to have you back.
Thank you.
Any wonderful stories to impart on your travels around Australia?
Things have been going well, but I did last week at a party. I got felt up by a midget. And it's... a genuine midget. Like, it wasn't like this German mythical creature, like, snuck up to me, you know, like, grabbed my boob, cobbled me a pair of shoes, and scuttled off. It was just full on. And you don't know what to do. If it's ever happened to you, you just don't know what to do. You want to be like, you know, get off me, you freaking midget, but you can't say that. And they know you can't say that. I just let it happen for a couple reasons. One, it was only happening to like half my body, right? So it's like, okay. Up here, I'm still at the party. I was still having a good time. And down here, And also, it's far-fetched, but I thought that maybe at the end of it, maybe I'd get magical powers.
Colin Lane.
Boob. Boob. Just boob. So you didn't mind that it was a vertically challenged gentleman feeling you up, basically?
At the end of the day, I had to be philosophical about it. And I was like, do you know what? Life's too short.
Oh, Rufus.
Bam! Take that, you creepy midget. Take it. I know your name, and you're lucky I'm not saying it.
I think midgets are quite nice people, by the way. Yep. So
Except when they're drunk and handsy.
yeah. On your boob.
Was Sleepy, Doc, and Hansy?
Yeah. He was the 13th dwarf, was he? Yes, just very handy around the house. Yes. Or handy on the boob. Boob.
I think we're gonna... Okay, can we start?
Just say it, Josh. Say boob. Boob. Yeah.
This is the greatest show on earth!
Gotta stop the boob. I think it's about time we commence the show.
Yeah, I like bosom too. I like bosom. It's kind of more. It sounds like the thing that it is. Bosom. You know, it's like very bosomy. Whereas boob is actually like a mistake.
Could you stop gesturing at me?
I know. Not a mistake. You are not. No, not at all. I know. Well, he felt your boob and you didn't seem to care, and I'm kind of going, well, if you don't care, then you know, it's kind of. I don't know. You told a story. Okay, fine. Okay, can I swap teams?
Yeah. Why don't we...
There's been a boo-boo.
I've always been fond of fun bags myself.
Yeah. Bazookas.
Teat.
Tit. Yeah. Tit it off. That was nice.
Anyway, we could continue.
Nature's little pillows.
Yeah. Put the coin in the... Anyway.
Sweater kittens. Oh, nice.
Press the button and make the bells ring.
Okay, let's...
Inside upstairs.
Let's move off.
I am 44 going on 7.
7 months.
7 months. Because I don't have boob. Okay.
Let's start the show. Top of the pile is what's the story? Claire, Josh, Reggie. Cut loose.
Sure.
Heritage question.
Oh, some young ones going to the prom.
I thought it was Logies.
Suspend rather than expel. Did look a bit Logies, didn't it?
Dive in there, tear it
I
apart.
know
Tell
the
us what's
answer. I
going
know the
on.
answer, I think.
Oh, go crazy. Go on, talk about it's your generation. You talk about it.
There's a school. There's a very Christian school, and they're very strict, and it's in America, right? Surprise! I think a man, he got banned from going to the formal because you're not in the school. You're not allowed to dance or listen to rock music or hold hands, right? You can finger people, but you can't hold hands. Shut up! Fingering is a beautiful thing. Get out of my face.
That's what she said. I didn't even get it.
So that's your story in the end, fella
Well,
been
yeah.
told can't go.
Suspended for attending a prom.
That's it. 10 points. Take it. Take it all. A fundamentalist Christian school in Ohio has suspended 17-year-old Tyler Stone for going to his girlfriend's prom because of the danger of doing lustful things. Yeah, well, you know, honestly, if he already has a girlfriend, that train has probably left the station, entered the tunnel. The principal...
And do you think all the tiny white passengers got off the train?
The principal claimed the prom would tempt Tyler to have lustful thoughts. And the last thing a fundamentalist Christian school wants is its students having thoughts. They were also concerned he'd do ungodly things. Of course, God wanted Adam to root someone made from his own rib. So maybe he's not the expert on normal sexual behaviour. Mikey, DeAnne, Colin.
Correct.
One for the ages. Oh.
Karen Curtis.
Karen Curtis.
Yes.
Good old Karen Curtis.
Taping.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, the lens fell off when they...
Haven't they got tiny bodies and big heads? Turning you on?
Stop it. Stop it.
That last shot's a bit of a giveaway of people kissing and then taking a photo.
Photograph. Yeah.
A giveaway to what?
Well, it's got something to do with people taking photos of themselves and putting it on the net. Doing it.
Does it? Yeah. Well, I've been reading a lot about people getting upset about kids and sexting. Could that have anything to do with it?
Yeah, and
Yes.
exactly.
I like saying sexting, by the way.
Yeah. Can I...
Sexting.
Sexting.
Yeah.
Sexting. Sexting.
Say boob again, Colin.
Boob.
Yeah, so the idea is that people have to be careful of basically breaking their own privacy by putting photos of themselves in dirty, wonderful positions on the internet. Because, again, what starts on your mobile phone can suddenly go around the world and next thing you know, I'm looking at it.
Have any of you guys, just on this subject, it's interesting, have any of you guys been to the Sexting Chapel at all?
Where everyone looks at the ceiling. Yes. Oh, right and across the line. 10 points for them. Privacy experts have warned teenagers about the dangers of posting personal information on the net and sending nude photographs of themselves on mobile phones, otherwise known as sexting. Hey, that's not a smiley face. Clearly writing
Boobs.
on your calculator just isn't good enough anymore. Turns out SMS also stands for See My Schmoo. Schmoo.
What's a schmoo?
Schmoo.
Is it...
It's
You-
female genitalia, I believe. Schmoo. It's a word that existed in about the 60s. It was very popular in the 60s until, coincidentally, an Italian animation plasticine character was also called Schmoo, which doubled the humour for a while, but then made the humour a bit creepy in regards to it. And the word slipped out of general usage.
Yes.
But Schmoo.
Imagine what you could do with plasticine too.
Oh,
I mean, right up, yeah. was just, you know...
Teenage boys don't text as many pictures as girls, although they are continually sending and receiving images of what appear to be hairless, wrinkly baby marsupials.
Normally like that.
So after one uplifting round of good news, the Hooper team are on 10 points. The Robbins team, 10 points. Coming up, news, tunes and sugar. During the break, as we romped like dolphins, both teams were given 3 clues to a recent strange but true story. Hooper, Thomas and Watts have divorce.
Oh, look, I'm back. Oh, no. I just came to get my CDs. See ya.
We also have lipstick.
Wow, Josh, she must have been pretty drunk. She totally missed.
Yeah. Do you want to hear the 3 most embarrassing sexual experiences of my life?
Yes. It won't take long.
I have a mole on my lip, huh?
Oh.
Ladies. I cut it before a date, and then me and the girl started making out, and I bled into her mouth. 3 times. That's happened 3 times in my life. Another time, right? You know, sometimes you watch like James Bond or whatever, and people, they make out in the bed and they're having a good time, and they fall out of the bed and they're like, "Gosh, aren't we having such a great time? We fell out of the bed," right? I tried to construct that and make that happen, and I kneed her in the Schmoo. She vomited a little bit in her mouth. And the first time I ever tried to have sex with a girl, right, she had an asthma attack. I thought I was doing a really good job. Turns out she was dying. But for a moment I thought it was my mad skills, but it was just my dusty bedroom.
And finally...
Yeah.
You have an incredible arrangement there. What are you doing,
Well,
Reggie?
yes. I will lay down one layer.
Yeah.
Then I will lay down another layer.
Yeah.
And then I will sing over the 2 layers that are laid down.
Right.
You should be called Sarah Lee.
Indeed.
All right, it goes a little bit like this. Master definition. Master definition. To narrow my name. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, but touch my love, darling, yeah. Kissing that old man. Show all I feel. But baby, how come you so love when you love? Money, master definition.
Do you want us to follow that?
No, we're just going to go with that now.
I feel like at the end of this chat, you ended up looking a lot cooler than I did.
You think so, Casper the Friendly Ghost?
Now, let's move on to the second team, unfortunately. Robin Smith and Lane got...
Oh, God.
Oh, the anguish.
Man, there is nothing as hot as a surly pig.
You shit me, McDermott.
I've never found you more attractive than...
4 foot good, 2 foot bad.
We also have, if it can get any better, fairy bread.
I would like to say I've never seen this before. What kind of negligent drunk mom decides, oh, I got bread and butter and this stuff. Happy birthday.
Brightly coloured bits of sugar.
You just described my childhood. It's like bread with gay mould.
There are hundreds and thousands on there, that's what they're called, although in the global economic crisis they're just ones and twos.
Seriously, you bite into this and it's just like you're 8 years old. It's like, oh, yeah.
Because it's stale. Like...
Reggie, have you ever seen this?
I have no idea what that is.
Do you want to try? I think you should try.
I don't know, they could have been sitting out all day with people sneezing over them.
Yeah, I sneezed on it.
What? Wow.
So don't you have this in America?
Wow. No.
Take it back to your people. Tell them. Tell them it's a gift from the people of Australia.
Me thank you very much. Me take to people.
Seriously, up until the 1990s, that's about as good as Australian cuisine got.
How is it? How is it?
Oh, it's like fairies.
When you do that with your hair, though, Reggie, nothing moves, really.
And this.
Boom, boop, chew. Book, chew. Book, chew. Where's my thing? Chew.
Oh, just sing the song, white boy.
Eat your fairy bread. Check 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Boo. Boo-choo. Scat. Boo. Collie's in the house. I'm in the house. I'm in the 3-bedroom house. Built-in robes house. Offers over $450 in the house. I'm in the I wish I was in a house. House. Full house. Queen to the 60s, full house. Don't clap, don't. I don't think so.
Just listening to that again, why do you drive past my house at 4 o'clock every morning? Hey, mate, bullshit!
I like the Doppler effect there. You were driving off. You came through the studio and drove away. More outbreaks of talent at the end of the show. Right now, the world news game called 3.5 Corners. Claire Hooper.
Yes, sir.
For you.
Yeah.
In Lancashire, an ice cream company is using a musical device to help a herd of cows produce better milk. What is it?
I think they've got an actual opera singer. Like, because they found that slow classical music is the best for milk yield. Don't laugh at me. I think it may be correct.
She's right. Can you name the opera singer's country of origin? Can you name the Italian opera
Italy?
singer's country? Yes.
Yeah.
She can't be very good. She can't be very good if that's her gig. Do you know what I mean?
Would singing to a herd of cows be that much different from singing to a normal opera audience?
Well, it sounds like they're booing you. Boo! Boo! It takes a lot to get through that.
No, they're saying they like you. They're going, moo, moo, moo.
No, that's if you're playing to crows.
That's right, yes. Or if Winston Churchill's turned up. Moo. Here we-
Why would an undead Winston Churchill turn up?
You want me to explain that? Right. Whereas all the other stuff on the show is so crystal clear.
In Taiwan, a man who bought a DVD of amateur pornography got a bit of a shock. Why?
Because he started watching it, and it was his wife. Yeah, at least he's keeping the money in the household, you know.
Yeah, no, but mind you, though, it was in a hotel room, and apparently she claimed she was secretly filmed, even though her name wasn't in the credits. And the other guy was his best mate now. I think he went around and stabbed him, which is just not right.
And certainly takes away a lot of the fun and humour from the story. So they got it all right, ladies and gentlemen, and 15 points to them. If anyone's following the game at all, like me. Are you ready for a quick 3.5 corners, Mr. Robbins?
Whenever you're ready, little man.
In the US, a research project is trying to discover if monkeys show regret. Stop it. And learn from their mistakes. Yeah. How did the scientists investigate this?
Did they get the monkeys drunk?
No.
Did they have sex with other monkeys?
Oh, yeah, like you have to make a monkey do that.
No, really ugly monkeys. Like from other breeds.
They got the monkeys to play a game show. Anyone name the game show?
Good News Week.
No? Yeah, cool.
Oh, hang on. Is it that hot new monkey show on 10, Catch My Poo?
They got the monkeys to play a game show similar to Deal or No Deal. In China, a school has come up with a way for students to relieve stress. What is it?
Oh, well, we had a cupboard for that at my school. Actually, no, what it is they've got, I think we've all wanted this at some stage, and like inflatable, those boxing things, and they put the teacher's face on them, and they put the crap out of the...
They tried something like that in the States, but the punching bag dummies just got shot. Deflated. It wasn't the same.
Ladies and gentlemen, they do have it. Yes, pupils at the Li Chang Middle School are being encouraged to attack punchbag dummies of their teachers to relieve stress. The vice principal said it was better for students to release their stress within the school rather than outside. It's a great idea, except if your school is in America. But the dummies don't just relieve stress. The students who are judged best at punching will be given a military scholarship and sent to Tibet. Oh, the Hoopers now on 25 extraordinary points. The Robins is on a sad and losing 20 points. Up next, up cut. We call this Up Cut 3 Scrambled headlines from the week. To take the points unscrambled, Josh Thomas.
Yes?
Take your place at the sticky green board. Josh Thomas. You have hot hat, hard hearse, past bikey, turbans law. What's it all about?
What's it all about? Okay. I was thinking about doing a hot, hard, bikey joke, but I don't want to be shocked. That's still not true. I stayed in New York last year. I stayed next to the Hells Angels, right? And I was so excited for a little while. I was like, oh, there's gonna be like drive-by shootings in my house. They're such losers. They put out Christmas lights. They're all so old now. This old man sitting out the front, and he just looked doddery. Like the scariest thing about him was that he'd get you in a long-winded chat and offer you a butterscotch. But I know this one. I know this one. There was a funeral, and the funeral director, some competitor of the funeral director, I think this is pretty funny. He stole the keys out of the hearse while the coffin was in the hearse, so the hearse couldn't drive away, so the family was crying and crying, and then they had to hotwire the house to get it started. Imagine that. Oh God. And passed bikey law. I know that happened, but I don't actually know what it is.
That's probably bikey law passed.
Okay.
And it is, yes.
I thought that was
Yeah,
Mickey.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
I've been waiting for the past few weeks on what's the problem with the bickies.
Yeah. And I assume it's hard hat turbans, and I assume there's been some controversy surrounding turbans and hard hats.
Actually, I believe it's a new porno from India.
How does the hat come?
Hard hat turbans.
Or maybe it's a hybrid. They took a mold
Yeah.
of a turban.
Yeah.
And then just made it out of hard plastics.
I think they took a mould of a turban and made it out of hard plastics.
Shall we just see if Josh is right? The headlines were hot hearse,
Yeah.
bikie law passed, yes. Hard hat turbans, yes.
Yeah. It wasn't particularly entertaining, but it was correct. And sometimes that's important.
Not in this show. In London, cops who are also members of the Sikh religion have a problem. They're required to wear traditional headgear, but standard police helmets don't fit over the top. So they want the force to develop bulletproof turbans. They're yet to investigate whether the force should simply buy bigger helmets. If successful, the new squad could be fully Sikh. Get thee to the upcut board, Colin Lane.
Hey, okay, right.
You have Toxic Memoirs, Missing Rights, Palin, Secret to a Link.
Yep, that's what I have.
What does it
That's what
say?
I have. Maybe right, just secret tour. Secret tour. That was just a bad kind of publicity device for a band coming out from England. Let's make it a secret tour. Didn't work that well. Bit like the joke. And then there was secret tour memoirs that obviously got out with the New Zealand incident. Secret tour memoirs. Sorry. Oh, jeez. Doesn't matter where you get your appetite, as long as you eat at home. That's apparently somebody told me that. Anyway, Sarah Palin writes tour, big celebration. She wrote a word. She wrote tour. Yes. How you got 'em? Go, Sarah. Go, Sarah. Right.
Go, Colin.
Secret Missing Tour. That was the original title of the Beatles album, Magical Mystery Tour. That was tossed out, obviously, because it didn't work, and again, it wasn't that entertaining.
You can say this for mine, though.
Finally, yes.
I was going to say, at least mine was brief.
I'm going to give you 5 points for that.
I'm sorry, Colin. You have beautiful eyes.
Yeah. Yours was brief, but my suit's better. I mean, you know, it's telly. Dress up a bit. Palin writes tour. I've done the bit.
Are you attempting to have every possible combination of them?
Palin writes memoirs, secret missing link, and
Yes.
toxic tour.
Thank you. He's got it. The headlines were Palin writes memoirs, secret missing link, and toxic tour.
Oh!
Extraordinary. A company in New York is taking advantage of the global recession and running a financial crisis tour called the Wall Street Experience. And at only $40 a ticket, it's worth cashing in your superannuation. It's the quintessential Wall Street experience. At the start, everyone is eager and enthused. Caviar and champagne are brought out. The driver purchases other tour buses along the way. Someone asks, "Is this too good to be true?" You ignore him. You lobby city officials who allow the bus to go faster and faster and faster. And then it slams into a lamppost, the driver throws you out, and you're hunted by a rogue bear. Over there now, 45 points. Over there, 35 points. How sad. After the break, hot spot. Before the show, we asked the studio audience to write down some questions about the news of the week. Our teams now have to face those questions on the yellow plastic mystery that is the hot spot. Are you ready?
Yes.
Name one thing you should never say to a terrorist.
Can I just dry my cup on that? No?
I'm scared of the spot.
That's you're actually doing it wrong. The detonator goes here.
Do you want me to hold your bag?
Doesn't 72 Virgin sound like a hell of a lot of work?
Pick me.
All right, okay. You don't have the guts.
Oh, that's made me laugh. Who would you not like to receive a sexy text message from?
That's happened. Myself.
Because I was going to say Mikey, and then he said it himself. Anyway.
A midget?
A boob.
What would you do if you caught your partner cheating?
I would never, ever play Scrabble with her again. Join in.
I'd take the DVD back and see if I could swap it for a more interesting one.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Okay, good cop. The reason why I didn't say anything on the sexy text message question, I was like, oh, anybody. If you could. I can't think of too many people I'd be annoyed. Mum, maybe, apart from that. I said maybe, I meant definitely. A
little black and white.
I didn't think it through, and Mum, if you're watching, please. No.
But Josh's mum, if you are watching.
Seriously, please date her. She needs a man. Let's just stop sending me text messages.
To relieve your stress, whose face would you put on a punching bag?
That freaking midget's.
I'd put a picture of a puppy and I'd hug it. Ah, stress gone. That's right, it's not always through punching, Paul.
Good. I like where you've taken it.
No, I'm just sitting down here. just sort of looked a bit weird with an empty seat, so...
Yeah, no, it's good.
No, I'm just a professional seat warmer, something like that. I work at the Academy Awards, that kind of stuff.
You certainly are dressed like one.
Yeah. I'm so tempted to do a Paul McDermott impression.
Hey, sing, Cole, sing!
What kind of torture? What? I'm making myself laugh. That's one person. What kind of torture would make you talk?
I think I'm watching it.
Really? 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 If you knew the world would end tomorrow, what's the last thing you'd do?
Top up my super.
If sex, drugs, and alcohol didn't exist, how would you have fun?
Inventing it for the first time.
Who would you like to have group sex with? That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Can you please thank our teams? Strange but True is next. Time to get to the bottom of those strange but true clues. Claire, Josh, Reggie, you had the divorce. We also had the lipstick.
I did that, by the way.
Did you
No, really, truly, I helped with the prop making today.
Okay, can I just say something? Is it true that there's an internet rumour that you two are dating?
Yes, I get censored on my Twitter. People are concerned that me and you might be dating. Well, they're not concerned.
Concerned?
You're lovely. You're a lovely lady.
Are they warning you away from me? Are they telling you I'm trouble?
They say
What's
things
the
like,
gist?
"Oh, gross! Are they together?"
Imagine our children, how
Like a
wrong
sister?
they'd look. They'd be all like pale and weak. That's funny. They'd be funny.
Our children, if like global warming was big and there was like a end of the world scenario, our children would be the first to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And for that reason, we're not dating.
Yeah. Oh, plus the small fact that you have a husband.
Oh, yeah.
And now let's elevate the show once more into the dizzy splendour of wonderment. With Reggie Watts, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely, amazing, gorgeous, beautiful. What a lovely voice.
Thank you.
Oh, gorgeous.
So money's too tight to mention. It's got to be a financial crisis story. So when times are tight, you can't afford a divorce. There is a website catering to people. So people that are married can meet another person who is married for a completely secret affair, which means that it's kind of the only situation where you can potentially feel really betrayed and hurt when you find out that your boyfriend is not married.
Interesting, too, that we should be discussing this after what you and Josh just discussed only moments before.
I know.
Yeah, but we're not. Like, we're not. We've never, ever.
I would not touch him under the clothes. I just wouldn't. Maybe if you had a splinter, or you...
If I had a splinter?
If you had a...
I can get a splinter. Where do I have to put it?
While the show completely unravels, 10 points, ladies and gentlemen, to them. Estranged couples in the US who can't afford to pay expensive divorce lawyers are signing up to an agency that specialises in arranging affairs. Over the past year, membership of the adultery website has hit 3.6 million, 1 million of which are Mel Gibson. The agency's motto is, life is short. Have an affair. Not very subtle. How about the market's going down? Are you? Mikey, DeAnne, Colin, you had the pig, the fairy bread. And when the pig was eating fairy bread, I thought that was a beautiful visual describing the financial crisis at the moment.
Come, all the children, come to my mystical playhouse.
That is so cute.
Oh, yes. I want to do that show with you.
There's nothing creepy about it at all. It's just adorable.
Go on, piggy, eat another piece of fairy bread.
You know what? I'm the only person who can't see why this is funny.
It's just the piggy eating the fairy bread. It's too much. And finally, this.
Nobody knows where my Johnny has gone. Judy left at the same time. Why was he holding her hand when he's supposed to be mine?
It's my party and I'm crying, I want you. Crying, I want you. Crying, I want you. And what God do, and I tell you.
I'm going to give you an extra 20 points for that. So, what's the story?
Well, I think before I go any further, I should do this. Chew. Well, obviously, this is a reference to all things swine and swine flu-like at the moment.
Swine.
Swine flu.
Swine.
I was so happy when I got to Germany and they could finally go, swine flu! The doctor goes out, I'm sorry, you got swine flu!
I think I have it now. Thank you very much.
Well, actually, that's one of the things.
Instead of the parents giving their kids vaccines because they think it's unsafe, they're taking them to flu parties.
Yeah, well, it was like when we were kids and, you know, someone would have the measles and you'd all go around to get the measles from little Johnny.
They have the party and then they get the flu, and then on the way out, the party bags have got little lollies and some tubes of ointment.
There goes the 20. Yeah, you have it right. Swine flu parties. They're so hot right now. Like a pork burrito with extra phlegm, yes.
Pass the pustule.
Pass the pasta. Parents who take their children to a flu party believe it's safer and more effective than using vaccines. Plus, there's cake. And they play lots of great games like musical hankies, Simon Sneezes, What's the Symptom, Mr. Wolf? Spin the bottle of infected mucus. Pin the blame on the pig. Yeah. Stay tuned, piglets. Fast Money is next. Here it is. The game that brings decades of pain. Kevin Rudd's Fast Money in New Zealand. A 50-year-old father is facing trial for assaulting his son. What did the man allegedly do?
Call him Australian. Anyone?
He demonstrated the wrong haka.
Very close.
Stole his sheep.
No, no one knows. He flicked his son's ear. He was charged after complaining about a police warning over the alleged ear-flicking incident.
Yeah. With a shovel.
What's wrong with flicking it? In California, people claim to have seen the Virgin Mary in a stain. In Holland, a man says he has a Kit Kat bearing the face of Jesus. In the UK, whose face has allegedly appeared on a Yorkshire pudding?
Jonathan Coleman's.
No.
Susan Boyle! Susan Boyle!
Susan Boyle, thank you very much. Another one.
You knew it, didn't you?
Hooper.
Hang on. Susan Boyle's face is a Yorkshire pudding with a couple of eyebrows on it.
How callous. So, in the bouncy castle tonight, Claire Hooper, Josh Thomas and Reggie Watts scored a giddy 91 points. Deflating Mikey Robbins, DeAnne Smith and Colin Lane on a pathetic 49 points. 40 of those points were for DeAnne, by the way. Don't forget the website, 10.com.au/GMW for the podcast, the extras, and our new homeless renovation show, Better Homes and Garbage.
Flick!
Oh. Did you see that? You're up on charges, son. So we say allegiance assemble and leave you with the good news for the week ahead. Adelaide will host a forum called What Matters in Australia Today. Turns out it's not Adelaide. It's the world premiere of Mary MacKillop the musical, and people are going to see it. There's your second miracle.
Nice.
It's National Reconciliation Week, where Indigenous Australians become reconciled to the fact that a national week is probably all they're going to get. And it'll be 4 years since Schapelle Corby was convicted of drug trafficking. Her buyers are starting to think she's not turning up.